Obed Bello. I was born in Mochitlan, Guerrero, in Mexico. My actual full name is Obed Francisco Bello Jimenez. We live in Hood River, Oregon. My dad was working in the United States for a little bit before I was born at a vineyard and doing some, labor, and he decided that he wanted my family to move up there too. We drove to the border and somebody met us there, and we actually drove in a car. It was a Ford Escort, a little 5-seater, and we were all crammed in there, 7 in the family. And we drive straight to Hood River from the border. Took a long time. We moved straight into a little trailer home, and my brother started going to school and stuff. So when we first moved here, it was difficult to fit in, and we had a lot of help from different families, with clothing and food, and there was a lot of places in the community that were willing to lend a hand to us instead of push us away and neglect us. And that was really great to know that we had support within the community. My mom works currently at Electronics Assemblers, and my dad worked there right when we first moved there. When my parents were in Mexico, my dad worked as a math teacher, and he had a good degree from a good school in Mexico, but here in the United States, they don't acknowledge all his degrees, and so that gets wiped out when he gets a job here, just in the fields, we're picking fruit and stuff. My brothers, they were fairly young. They were probably in elementary school. Today he works as the maintenance manager. He manages the maintenance department in Full Sail. So at home we only spoke Spanish for a little while, and then as the years went on, me and my brothers and my sister would speak English to each other, and as the years went on even more, my brothers and my sister would, hardly speak any English or any Spanish to each other. And now that we're a lot older, we speak Spanish and English to each other. At home, my mom always cooked for us and fed us, and she always made a homemade meal, and it was always things that she ate in Mexico and that she knew how to make. And so we would be eating authentic, guerrerense food. And it was like, awesome. So when I would go to school, it would be something different. And like going to my friend's house, they always had, different foods. And it was always like almost like, I've never tried this before, and this is awesome. This is like really good. Having 2 homes is really difficult for me because I have to leave my family in my home country, and at the same time I have to leave my friends here in the United States when I do go and visit Mexico. At first it started off, we would visit every year, and as the years went on, it wasn't so often anymore. And the last time I had been there actually is in 2008, turning 2009 was New Year's Eve. Trips to Mexico in a car, after a few days, you really want to just make it and be there. And so it's really a long, dragged out trip. And pulling up to this small town, it's like outside of the city, and in this really, secluded place, there's this really big canyon. They call it Devil's Canyon. And it's a really windy and dangerous road that you have to drive on to get to the place. And you know, as soon as you get onto that road, you know you made it, and you're almost there. And then when you pull into town, all my relatives are lined up on the streets, on each side of the streets, waiting, because they know that we're gonna be there soon. And they're there to greet us, my relatives and my cousins and aunts and stuff. I would say that my family is a great part of my life and is a real driving factor in my everyday actions. When I think about my family, I think about a lot of love, and at the same time I think about a lot of struggle, and the struggle that my parents went through with raising 5 children in a different society than the one they were used to. I noticed the urge to succeed in my family, to come out on top and be the best that we can. The name Bello, to me, is such a special word and meaning even, and tells a whole story of a lot of pain and a lot of struggle. So when I think about my family, I think about the tight-knit relationships that we have with each other, and the love that we have is always there, even when my family members aren't there. I can still feel them in my heart. And I know that they always want the best for me, because I always want the best for them.
Mira cómo crece el árbol en el bosque. Fíjate cómo bailan los peces en el mar. Hay que en esta vida todo tiene su orden, así como sale el sol y la luna juega con el mar. Los ríos no escalan las montañas, solo se van deslizando sin pensar. Los ríos no escalan las montañas, solo se van deslizándose hacia el mar. Por la noche sembrada de estrellas, a mí